What's up, y'all? This is Jordan with Be Ready Self-Defense, and today we're gonna talk about, can you guess what it is? Body mechanics. Kind of a sexy sounding word. Body mechanics. Body mechanics. Body mechanics. Body mechanics. Body mechanics. And more specifically, body rotation. I've noticed that a lot of Krav Ma-ga gyms and their students that I've seen online as I've just kind of perused around because I'm creepy like that, they have a hard time with body mechanics and body rotation, how we use that to lead into the next strike. So I want to touch on that real quick. Now I want to touch on this because all like the super hardcore, like traditional Kravist, they talk about how, Krav Maga is the best system for effectively debilitating our opponents and hitting with the highest force and impact. Like seriously, these are things that I read online all the time. And it's a little ironic because in order to hit with a lot of force and impact, you gotta have good body mechanics. And I see a lot of kind of what I would call rock'em sock'em robot style hitting in Krav Maga. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that was probably a little weird. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Every strike I throw, generally speaking, and for the most part, should lead into my next strike. There's another instructor that I've been working with a lot recently, and he's super big on this too, and I love it. And he's even talked about things that have kind of clicked in my mind recently that I hadn't thought about before. Even just throwing a jab cross, even the pullback on my jab should lead into a bigger cross. I'm not just pulling it back for the sake of pulling it back to protect myself. Yes, that's part of it, but I'm pulling it back hard because that pullback leads into the rotation on my rear side, right? On my cross side. Another kind of fun little analogy I've thought of is on kicking. When I throw my kick, let's throw a hook rear round kick, for example. I should use that hook to create big rotation, a lot of momentum leading up into my round kick. I think of like the old action figures where like their upper torso would rotate and it was on like a spring or something, and you'd rotate it this way and then it would kind of get wound up, and then when you would let it go, it would just snap back like those same sound effects and everything. After my strike leading up into my hook, I should really snap back with my body rotation. Did you see that hit? Same thing on like a switch kick. After my rear side attack, I should use this to rip back into that switch. So a lot of times you see just kind of that rear attack and then a switch still squared up in place, and then they throw. But instead I can use that to roll back. I killed Bob. And throw a much more powerful strike. You can see good body mechanics and rotation make a difference in the power of your striking. Okay, so drill to work on this. You can do this drill by yourself. I like to do it a few minutes before class. You can do this drill in class, on a bob, on a heavy bag, or with a partner, with like focus mitts or Muay Thai pads, whatever it might be. But I'm just gonna throw kind of these slow and smooth strikes. There doesn't have to be like an exact combo or anything. And I'm just gonna kind of keep going. We're gonna do this continuous chain of strikes. And my big focus, hopefully you can see my feet, or most of my feet, my big focus is just gonna be good rotation. You can see the difference in power. It makes a difference. Like I said, I love doing this before class just to warm up. Make sure I'm rotating my body, rotating my feet, all the way through my hips, up to my shoulder. Okay, it doesn't need to be beautiful. You're holding your hands wrong. You're not keeping your hands up, bringing it back. Guys, this is a drill about good body rotation and mechanics. That is the focus. All right, that is it for today. Go ahead, try that drill out. Let me know what you think. Try it out with your students. Let me know if it helps out at all. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is Jordan with Be Ready Self-Defense. Train perfectly, fight ferociously, and be ready.